Hello there. So I'm just on this screen to show you that we are at Bridgefield, right? That's where we just had the issue. We still have our team of Scythe holding the muscle band with Night Slash, Will-O-Wisp, Sucker Punch, Slash. We have Slippy with Hydro Pump, Earth Power, Hyper Voice, Bulb Beam holding, I assume, Citrus Berry. Yep. We have Aaron with Citrus Berry with Iron Head, Rock Slide, Bulldoze, Curse. We have Raging with Horn Attack, Rest, Zen Headbutt, Lash Out with the Chesto Berry. Then we have Insector with the Citrus Berry that has Dragon Breath, Crunch, Earthquake, First Impression. And Crush with Aqua Jet, Rock Slide, Knock Off, Aqua Tail with Citrus Berry. So we crashed trying to catch a Kangaskhan. So let's try to not catch a Kangaskhan, preferably. Okay, I don't know that I really wanted to do this one, but sure. I mean, it doesn't really matter, right? I'm just gonna Will-O-Wisp it and then try to catch it. So this is still our Bridgefield encounter, since the game crashed as we were trying to catch the Kangaskhan here. And I'm not risking jack shit, so we are not clicking any moves whatsoever. We are gonna just throw balls this entire time. It's not quite nighttime in the game, so probably not time for a dusk ball. I'd like to believe that it's crashing on like when we would catch it, but I don't, I can't confirm that since obviously it crashes, but it feels like the times that it's been crashing are like when we were catching it. So for whatever reason, it just couldn't handle our greatness, is how I'd like to think about it. But that's okay. It's not for everyone. Perfect. Now let's save and take a look at what we got here. It's a lot of shit going on on the screen right there, right before pausing, but hey, that is how it goes. Oh my, okay, whatever. So the last time I saved, so peel behind the curtain. The reason that this is here is because if you recall, when I caught it, I still had it here, and I showed you me moving it, but then I forgot to save before doing that. So when I moved it to like where Stanky is, or Stank, right? So, but either way, I did the next time realize I should just do it this way, right? That's much better. But yeah, I didn't save, so let me do this. And before we look at Wobbuffet, let me save, because obviously I have to save whether I show you that I save or not. Right. I have to save before I edit the save with PK Hex, right? That's how it works. So let's check out said Wobbuffet. It is Shadow Tag with bold nature. I don't know why I couldn't think of. Oh, I keep clicking it. Couldn't think of the nature just looking at it like this. But that's fine. We get the wheel. And the wheel says Eevee. That's interesting because they obviously we've seen already in action that it is buffed, right? So whether we end up using it as an Eevee or in theory, if we wanted to, manipulate what type it is to make sure that it's legal, we can always do that. So Eevee is probably actually one of the best we could have gotten because we still have normal, electric, uh, fairy, ice, dark, and water. So we have plenty of evolutions possible. So I will be right back. We have returned here with flexible the Eevee, since flexible in what it will be. It has anticipation, not the genetic whatever thing, the basically old Protean. Um, yeah, so probably not using it as an Eevee. Although the Eevee stats also did get buffed across the board, like every stat got buffed by any range from like 5 to 20. But seems unlikely that we will do that, so it's probably more of an evolve angle. But it has Baton Pass, Copycat Bite, Swift. So very good though. As we mentioned, we have multiple types that we could evolve it into. That all would be very useful. So now we want to move along to the next area. Stony Wilderness. Is that the efficient pathing? Kevin, no. No, Kevin, not right now, I'm thinking. So we still have, over here, we have, so Stony Wilderness, then these three. Then I don't know if I can get to Lake of Outrage yet. And Hammerlock Hills, so. I don't think it matters what order I do these in, but let's see if I can find a not fully evolved one that still needs to evolve, right? Those are the, like, how about those Golettes? Alright, so yeah, 34 is just under the cap, I believe, of what I can catch, so that works out fine for me. If I decide I need to buy more balls or heal up to get more PP on Will-O-Wisp, I can always do that. Since we are close to Hammerlock anyway, and I can always fly back to Hammerlock Hills. It's never a big deal. I'm just figured if I wanted to do these as quickly as possible. But that hasn't quite worked out the way I wanted it to, right? With crashing of trying to catch our last encounter, so oh well, but it's still going pretty fine, I would say overall. So we can send Golett to the box. Thanks for the light clay. So we will save and take a look as I get the music back going. So we have Colette's, and it is what, adamant. So we shall see who will be getting the adamant nature. You could only hope that it would be a Lumineon, but I don't know if Lumineon's in this game. I don't remember. Graplocked, which fighting we don't have, so that's not very exciting. Uh, obviously Adamant Nature's good on Grapple Locked, but it's a fighting type, so I'll come back with a most likely inconsequential Grapple Locked. We have returned with Hank the Grapple Locked. Hank's the name of the octopus in Finding Dory. That's the first one I could think of because I didn't care too much. It's limber. It gets new moves by level up that it didn't before, such as Seismic Toss and Power Up Punch that's currently on this set. But it doesn't really matter what's going on with it because we can't use it, so don't need to spend too much time on that. Alright, now we can go... I guess we can go right to left. So Giant's Mirror first. I don't know how far I have to go for this. Did I miss it, or am I just, yeah, no, just gotta keep going. I'm impatient, as you can see, so. Alright, we're at Giant's Mirror. How about you? Sometimes games give this flare boost. I just thought about that. So, maybe I should switch. I will switch just in case it's like all of a sudden boosted. Just so it's something that's fully healthy. Because I just don't know. But if it's using physical moves, then obviously that potential flare boost doesn't matter. Like usually games will try to differentiate Pumpkaboo from Trevenant, right? Giving it like making it the special attacker, so I get that idea, but I don't know why they give it flare boost personally. Other than you light, jack-o'-lanterns with, candles in it, I guess, is the logic. Alright. Let's take a look at said Pumpkaboo. It is pickup, and it is docile. So, let's get that wheel, and let's give it a nice spin. Electric. We still have electric, so that works for me. I will be right back. We have returned here with Bolt, the Electric. It is static with Discharge, Roar, Thunderfang, Bite. It gets like a couple of moves different by level up, and then technically the line gets access to Intimidate, but we don't have that ability slot, so we don't have it. Is the basic. So it's not relevant to us, pretty much. But it makes sense. A lot of ROM hacks will give the mega ability to the base forms. That's not too uncommon. Alright, now we need to go to Dusty Bowl. Rhyhorn should be catchable, I would imagine. I probably should go heal and make sure I have enough Will-O-Wisp, but I'm probably gonna forget. after I, you know, do the catch them on, then get the encounter, or spin the wheel, then change it in PK Hex. Like there's a good chance I just forget. But that was quick and painless. That's what we like to see. So we'll save first, then we'll take a look. It is Lightning Rod with, what's plus speed minus defense? I don't remember. Hasty. So I keep doing that. Alright, let's spin that wheel. Okay, so you know how I said earlier with a second Skarmory, I shouldn't be picky with when I get a usable Mon? Absol is not as good, so I'm gonna I'm gonna dupes and spin again. Skarmory has the potential to be really good. Galarian Mr. Mime. Okay, if it's primary ice, that's great. If it's primary psychic, we can't use it. I'm assuming it would be psychic just because Mr. Mime normally is psychic, but obviously I have been wrong before. So we will find out together. We have returned with good news. Galarian Mr. Mime, primary ice. So it is a cold feat. It has Vital Spirit and Hypnosis, Trick Room, Magic Room, Wonder Room. Very funny, right? It learns some new moves is the only changes with this line really, and then also how the methods of like Mime Junior evolving, because you can get regular Mr. Mime in this game as well. But you can have Mr. Mime or Mime Junior evolve into either form. But yeah, so I don't know if it definitely doesn't get all these rooms by level up, but it does in this game. So it is good, and since primary ice, it is usable. So very happy about that. I did remember that we should probably heal because we were low on Will-O-Wisp. And for that matter, I could maybe buy some more balls just to be safer. Yeah, we can't buy Ultra Balls yet, but that's okay. I think 10 for now of Great Balls is just fine, just to get there. So we can go to Hammerlock Hills, then make our way over to Giant's Cap. And then I think that's all the encounters we can do before we fight Hop. Are you serious? That's so annoying. That just has hydration, so Will-O-Wisp doesn't matter. Alright. In that case, we will go for first impression, because I refuse to believe that kills. Sweet. Is that a shiny Hawlucha? No, it's not. No. Shiny Hawlucha has different colors. I was like, that is just normal Hawlucha colors, right? Before I trip myself out. Yeah, that's very normal. It's like green and black, right? Yeah. I'm psyching myself out, hoping for a shiny to just get more encounters, clearly. But let's save, and then let's make sure that we take a look. We have, as we knew, it was hydration. It is a naive nature. So let's find out what it shall be. Yeah, I feel like I don't know shinies very well. So like if I just had to see the overworld shinies, I would know it better just being it not being its normal color rather than like, oh, I recognize that color being shiny. Girder, as we already have seen previously in our catching brigade here, that we don't have fighting, so I'm not excited about Girder, but I will be right back with it. We have returned with Bob, the Girder. There's like no changes to this line other than just making sure you evolve, and I think Conk gets a couple moves that like as relearn moves, but doesn't matter for us. You know, he's a fighting type, so it's Bob because he's a builder. In case that was first thought. So we should now be going to get our last encounter over here at Giant's Cap. I do not really want to try to catch Soccer Throw. How about something that still hasn't evolved yet that can evolve? That would be much preferred. Is that far-fetched? Yeah, sure. Far-fetched can't be that difficult. I hope. I know it can't evolve, but I'm assuming it's less threatening. Than, say, a sock or a throw. As we already know, they gave throw in this guts, since we fought it earlier. Awesome. Okay, they made it fighting flying. I feel like a lot of games do that. That makes sense. So we have a leak now in case we get one of the far-fetched forms. I just wanted to get us out of the grass so I didn't have to deal with that when I come out of the menus. Alright, let's take a look. So it is justified and it is jolly. Very nice. So then let's get that wheel. So we'll see. I always say it's very nice when it's like an ability that gets used in competitive, but I could always get it on something that's not good with, right? Like Electabuzz probably doesn't want to be jolly. Well, actually that's not true. Electivire probably does, right? So, no, Kevin. But yeah, so I guess technically Electabuzz might not want to be jolly. I don't know how. I think its special attack is still better, but Electivire does, so it's definitely good for us, and it is a usable type. So I will be right back. So here we have Electabuzz, which there's no changes to Electabuzz other than just like moveset stuff that is like in the 50s. So it's Discharge, Thunder Punch, Screech, Thunder Wave. The nice thing they did was Electivire, as some games do, is part fighting. And it does get Iron Fist, but it's a hidden ability, so we will not have that. Static is not the hidden ability for Electabuzz. That is Vital Spirit. So I think I'm done with the encounters, but I'll double check that I can't get one for like I can't get across, right? Is my assumption until I. Oh. Alright, yeah. I don't see a way across, so I'm gonna have to mental note this that when we can for lack of a better term, surf on our bike, we're gonna bike across water. We have to go to Lake of Outrage and Axe's Eye. But for now, we can go back to Stow on Side after our big catching journey. So what I want to do right now is get one more level on Vibrava, excuse me, I should be using its proper name, Insector, because doesn't it evolve at 45? And if it does, I will be more likely to use it. So I'm gonna go. I don't think I've done this whole time. I'm gonna go grind, and by grind I mean literally get one level by fighting stuff. And the reason, if you're asking, why am I doing this and not just rare candying it? Because the rare candies are to skip grinding on the whole, right? But this is like as to skip grinding for the sake of keeping up in levels properly throughout the game. I should have first impressioned first, darn. But this just getting this one level is like the regular game progression. I'm basically there, so like I didn't think it needed to be that way. Well, it's special, so we're probably not gonna keep it, but we'll look at the moves when it evolves, right? Yeah. So we'll evaluate once it is Insector is in its final form. So yeah, and it was convenient in this case. I only needed to do one fight, right? So I definitely did not need to do. Okay, how's your special attack looking? It's still not as good, so. Dragon Claw, though, we do want over Dragon Breath. Alright. You can fly back. You can heal. And we can see, did its ability change? Yes, okay, so it is Compound Eyes. So we're not levitating, we have to remember that, because that's obviously something that I'm just so used to. But, yeah. So with the Compound Eyes, do I want to change its moveset? Because I can use less accurate moves and not feel so bad, right? So let's see if we have any moves that benefit from the Compound Eyes now. Dragon Dance is never terrible. None of these moves benefit from this shit. Like, that's like a meaningful move, right? That's surprising. Maybe is Dragon Dance better than Crunch? Probably. I like First Impression though. It's a very, very strong move. Alright. Also, we have the Soft Sand, right? So, I feel like that's an easy one to just give. Can I sort this shit? What am I doing? Yeah. I haven't done that all game, so I haven't really looked through this stuff a ton because I don't think I've had. For a while, I just didn't really have any items that I felt would really help me in the moment. So now that is different. So I think we want the black glasses on you. Maybe we take it off for the fighting gym if we make it that far. But just trying to evaluate the items. Do I by chance have? No, I do not have a Rindo. I should order these. So I think because we're here, we should sell stuff while it's on top of mind, just to basically get our money back from evolving stuff. I haven't used any of the feathers. I'll just sell them. Clearly I haven't. If I haven't used them by now, I probably should have, right? So that means I'm not using them. Grip Claw is just not good. I think that's pretty much everything. Shed Shell. This is too hard to predict when we're gonna need it, so I'm never gonna put it on anything. Shell Bell, you know, if I lose enough items, maybe it'll be useful. But realistically, I probably would keep just using citruses over it that I can buy for pretty cheap. But whatever, it's fine. We have enough money. I think I'm down to lead. Sector. What? Well, no. Is double the normal lead, right? If double is the lead, then I think that's probably what we would want to do then, right? Well, we would want a special attacker, right? It's actually because it has Fluffy. Or not Fluffy. No, yeah, is it Fluffy? I don't remember. It's one of the fur coat, Fluffy, whatever, like one of those that gives the way higher defense stuff. And I'm just ordering moves here. Alright. Hopefully we're not too under leveled if we are. I do not know. Obviously we haven't fought anyone in a while. But the last trainers we fought were lower level than we are, so. Okay, it's a Kangaskhan, not the double, but it's not a double battle at least, so I'm happy about that. And it is 45, so that's fine. Fake out's annoying. Holy, it has parental bond. And it's life orb. So it probably has a fighting or ground move. So I'm gonna go into our other normal resist and crush. That's doing so much damage. Like, Jesus. Power up punch, okay. Is that a crit? No, it just does that much? I'm solid rock, by the way. Like, dude, I'm getting fucking annihilated. If this Aqua Tail plus Aqua Jet doesn't kill, I am in big trouble. I am in big trouble. I don't have a fighting resist. First impression doesn't kill. I refuse to believe that. Alright, well, let's Aqua Jet and hope that... Are you kidding? Sure. Whatever, man. Yeah, why not? Who's my fastest mon? That would hopefully be faster than. Please, for the love of God, be faster. Or at least let the Intimidate do work. I don't know if they buffed Kangaskhan Beyond. Obviously, they already. It is buffed with. Uh, it's buffed plenty, I would argue, with. Uh, if it has a fighting move, it's going for the fighting move, right? It's my problem here. So I can't switch into Scythe. Yeah. All right. Yeah. So I'll finish the thought. I don't know. I wonder if they buffed it beyond just the ability, right? Which is if I'm assuming it still has no guard, this is stronger, right? Or no? What? Um, no, this is actually stronger. I don't really want to take damage on Insector, but I think I have to. That did no damage. Holy shit. I'm soft sand boosted. Like I get that it's strong as hell, but like the blade, and I'm assuming it's obviously Evilite, but like, and it's God. I think I'm like my team sucks compared to what it was. Is what it definitely feels like right now. Uh, Fuck it. We don't need Slash for this fight. So if Swords Dance comes up, great. If not, dude, who cares? Oh, that's awkward. Do I have anything for this? No, not really. Yeah, just keep looking at my team. My team is just not what it used to be. That's for sure. Okay, it's special attacker. That's probably better for me, even though I'm intimidating it. Like it's still it's weak. Oh well, it's what leftovers. Well, we can rest, but we don't beat this. So it's kind of annoying. I might just lose here, actually, now that I'm like my team just sucks. Like I don't I don't know what else to say. Like my team was a lot stronger before, but now it is not. There's not much more to analyze here. Like it being a couple levels higher, I don't think matters. Like I don't have any strong moves on any of this shit, whereas I had strong moves on everything before. So like, it's just it feels like a moveset gap, I guess, more than necessarily just the mons. But I think I have to just go into this. I have to hope I'm faster, but I don't have any idea if I am. No, I'm not. Yeah, like, I don't think I am, but I have to try. Cool. Well, next plan of attack is Scythe, where we have to Swords Dance and hope that we don't get burned. Okay, so we lose this fight for sure. Like, I don't see how I can possibly win this fight now. Like, I have to crit Sucker Punch here. Because I'm slower than my Flygon, right? Or my former. In Insector, it was, what, 96 speed? I'm 91, yeah. So I know I'm confirmed slower. So do we have to Sucker Punch crit? Yeah, we did not. Okay, cool. So now I'm trying to think of what's in the box and what Mons I'll come back with, because I foresaw this coming, right? This was kind of obvious that I was gonna get blown back, right? I said by the fighting gym, if not Hop, or at least fighting gym the whole time. But Hop works too, right? It's like the team was just not good. I'll be real. Like this is just I can't stress that enough. That by comparison to what it used to be, like Tauros and Absol kind of just suck. I'll be real. And Flygon's kind of meh. Like I think those are just like the moveset on Flygon's fine, but Compound Eyes does nothing, right? So we literally lost an ability just because they changed. Like it would be Levitate normally, right? So at least we have a for all intents and purposes a nerfed Flygon. Obviously, Aron has its weaknesses, well documented. So like it's going to heaven. We know that, but I'm trying to think of what order everything died in. So Crush, you just got owned by Kangaskhan. So I can't I like Caracosta personally, but the Crush did not perform. Right, I had a switch in for a normal type, and it got obliterated by said normal type. Who died next? It was Raging, who you have Horn Attack as your normal move, so ass. Then I tried to do the speed, and as we already mentioned, nerfed version that just doesn't fucking do anything. That Scythe, yeah. I mean, you helped us catch a bunch of Pokemon, but that's not good enough to get you to heaven. And then Slippy, you didn't really do anything wrong, but yeah, you have Hydro Pump, but you're just not bulky enough, I guess. So you weren't very helpful. And then obviously, Aaron's a hero. Oh yeah, I have to put something new in. But yeah, we know it's going to happen. That's not surprising in anyway. So I need to decide on what 6-1s can actually beat what I've already seen, right? So I mean, I need a normal resist, right? So I'd imagine that Redemption has to be that. So I can put Aaron in its rightful place in heaven. I mean, Ice type, good. And it is psychic for the purposes of if we make it to the gym. But, so I'm thinking that will, before I make it official, let me double check how do I get Mr. Rhyme? Because I just don't know. Like, how does it evolve? 42. We will have Mr. Rhyme by that time then, so I'm comfortable with that. Then I have to find an Electorizer for this, for which I'll see if I can. I will see if I can purchase it somewhere. The answer is no. That sucks. Because Hammerlock has some of the level up or evolving items, but you're supposed to steal the item from an Electabuzz or an Electivire at a 5% chance. Are you serious? Well, that sucks. So that makes me not want to use it. How about the Dragon Scale? Or I guess, let me see if the Electrizer can be found somewhere normally in Sword and Shield that they wouldn't have like changed it. I guess is the next. No, it's in the Crown Tundra normally because obviously, yeah, it's not Electabuzz and Electivire are not normally in an Elekid. They're not normally in the games for Sword and Shield until the DLC. So yeah, that's not reliable. I'd have to. I mean, if I have to do it, I'll do it, right? But I don't want to do that right now because we have other options. That's more of a we'll kick that down the can or kick that can down the road. And then same thing for Dragon Scale now I have to figure out. So yeah, same thing for this except uh no, it's exactly the same thing. There's nowhere to buy it, so these two are I have to find the item on their line at a 5% chance and try to steal it. Okay. So those two are not happening right now. And I think Doomdozer can join the squad. Probably Randy. I wanna use Big Mouth, but like if we're just gonna go into a fighting gym, that feels kind of bad. So maybe like I feel like it'd be useful, but I'm not sure about that. So I guess with that in mind, I think I will do UFO and Bolt because I want to leave flexible for as long as possible so that I evolve it into something that we don't lose later on, preferably. But yeah, so that'll be the new team. I want to end the episode, right? So, I mean, maybe I'll off screen just like choose the movesets and I'll show them off next time. So we'll save and now I will say, since you didn't get to hear me the last time, the next episode could be the last. I could get blown back. Clearly, this is not going well. So I'm not expecting to win this, like if I'm being real. Like I know I sound like a downer. Obviously I'm not in the best of moods after getting like absolutely shit on by that Kangaskhan, but like I'm trying to be realistic here that like all my best mons are the ones that are unusable or now dead, right? Because I got put into worse situations because of the unusable. So it's just the The typeless lock is rules are doing its thing. Like I'm gonna be honest, that's been harder, I think, on this run than like the hardcore rules, which sounds funny because I feel like going into this I would have thought that the hardcore rules would be worse. Like yes, in theory, if I can heal that in battle that saves me, but like I think the things we've run into just have been mowing us down because our best mons, like our grass mons, got taken away from us. Let's be honest here. That's the I should stop beating around the bush. That like we literally had an OP. We got super lucky to get something that sets up Grassy Surge, and another grass type. Like got two grass starters that have solid stats all around, and then we just don't get to use them anymore. Like that's what's killing us more than anything. So the typeless rules are doing what they're intended to do, whether I like that or not. So I will thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.